was produced by AtomicBeats.com.
When my world was crashing all around me, all my hope was gone. I was drowning in darkness, barely hanging on. Out of the shadows you appeared and helped me breathe again. So when it all goes to black, I won't start to fall, 'cause I can find you in the shadows.
I guess it was my fault for letting these people linger and hang around with no purpose. Now I gotta ask myself, was it worth it? Being around fake friends is like being around a gas station with no service. I know global warming's a myth because of how cold the world is, and I can say there are a few things I've learned in that consist of telling people to keep their distance, 'cause all people care about are money and bitches. The world is a horrible place and hard for people to survive. Boys in the hood worry about food, you worry about what car you drive. All of y'all chains and lies would make you sing, judging me, acting like your shit don't stink. It's funny how people you trust are the ones that bite you in the ass. Sometimes I don't know how I can get past that. That's why all I do is trust me, this mic, this pen, this pad.
When my world was crashing all around me, all my hope was gone. I was drowning in darkness, barely hanging on. Out of the shadows you appeared and helped me breathe again. So when it all goes to black, I won't start to fall, 'cause I can find you in the shadows.
When is society ever gonna learn? 'Cause I can talk until I'm blue in the face like a smurf. I just hope I'm making an impact, and I hope I'm making a mark. There are some people out there that just wish upon a star. While you wish you had a better car, they wish they had food so they wouldn't starve. But while you complain about having last year's stereo, there are kids with cancer wishing their hair would grow. Around Christmas time, people only care about what they get, but there's one thing that they let slip their minds, the fact that around this time, home is where they should confine and talk with their families and loved ones, not being out and getting fucked up. Am I getting through you to at least somewhat? I don't know how to break this, but the point I'm trying to make is, if someone tells you they're perfect, please tell them to save it.
When my world was crashing all around me, all my hope was gone. I was drowning in darkness, barely hanging on. Out of the shadows you appeared and helped me breathe again. So when it all goes to black, I won't start to fall, 'cause I can find you in the shadows.
At age 16, I learned a bunch of valuable lessons. I don't trust anyone to ever relay a message or never let out a confession. I'm not the best, and I know I'm not the leader in perfection. But what I do know is when it comes to the selection of homies and the people you can trust, don't lean on them, 'cause you may end up needing a crutch. And in 01, we had 9/11. And in 05, we had 7/7. And between Chile and Japan, 230,000 went to heaven. People are consumed with superficial things like TVs and parties that the news they think of never, in school they think of hardly, and all they care about is being flyer than McFly, Marty. And if they got a job interview any day, they be sure to blow it, 'cause the only thing they have on the resume is knowing all the words, just sexy and I know it. Just saying.
When my world was crashing all around me, all my hope was gone. I was drowning in darkness, barely hanging on. Out of the shadows you appeared and helped me breathe again. So when it all goes to black, I won't start to fall, 'cause I can find you in the shadows.
AtomicBeats.com.